That's what made us the greatest nation this world has known. We must resurrect that spirit to preserve liberty for ourselves and our posterity. This is Revolution's Revival. And now, your host, the cigar-smoking, politically incorrect patriot of the hour, Caleb Shoemate.
Hello and welcome to the premiere episode of Revolution's Revival. I'm your host, Caleb Shoemate, and for this premiere episode I just wanted to talk to you a bit about myself and my background in media so that you guys are comfortable with me and know where I'm coming from, and I'm not just some random guy on the internet talking to you about politics. I started in media writing for the Libertarian Republic 2 years ago. And if you're not familiar with the Libertarian Republic, they're a free market magazine centered around libertarian ideas, founded by Austin Peterson. If you're not familiar with Austin Peterson, he ran for the Libertarian Party's presidential nomination in 2016 and was ultimately beat by Gary Johnson, and then he ran again as a Republican in 2018 in the state of Missouri, where he's from. For that Senate seat, and ultimately was defeated by Josh Hawley. I have followed Austin since 2016 and have been familiar with the Libertarian Republic since that time. I got on board during his Senate campaign. He put out an Instagram live stream where he was asking for volunteer writers, and I have always been committed to libertarian ideas practically all my adult life, and I'm 28 now, and I've been actively involved in politics since my early 20s. And I told him, I'm committed to the ideas. I'm a fan of yours. I've followed you since your presidential campaign, and I would love to help. I don't have any professional experience, but I am committed to the ideas. And so he said, we'd love to have you. I was trained there, and I've had quite a bit of success as a writer at the Libertarian Republic. I wanted to start a podcast because I felt that it was the logical next step in my journey in media. I feel that my position, due to my life experience, has given me some very unique perspectives on the ideas of personal and economic liberty that people really don't touch on. And I feel that my story is a story that the world needs to hear. I have always felt that it is untelling what one motivated person can actually do. And I have faced adversity my entire life. I was born with cerebral palsy and had challenges there. I'm confined to a wheelchair because of it. But I never let being born with cerebral palsy keep me or hold me back from doing what I wanted to do. And I've been passionate about history my entire life. I was obsessed with history as a child. When I transitioned from childhood into adulthood, I started to see the link between politics and history. I started to see how we have strayed from the ideas upon which this country was founded. And I'm going to be honest, I felt that I had to do something because I love this country. I love this country very much. And I honestly believe the world is a better place because America exists. Not because of our government, because our government does not represent the ideas it was founded on, unfortunately, but because of the people and the traditions that we have. The traditions of free speech, of free enterprise, American ideals that have made this world a better place and a brighter place. I see a government that is ever growing that threatens that. And I feel that I have a moral obligation to stand against those who would try to dim America's light and ultimately darken it by trying to extinguish this country from the face of the planet. Now, you may have heard what I just said and think that I'm some crazy conspiracy theorist, but it won't happen on my watch. The enemies of America will fear those of us who believe in liberty, and I believe, as I'm speaking to you guys right now, there are more people out there that are like myself, who love America, who do not trust our government and does not think our current government is representative of the ideas that we were founded on, the ideas that made this country the best country the world has ever seen. As I said, writing for the Libertarian Republic has been a unique experience over the past 2 years, and it helped me get my feet wet in media. I've been a regular guest on Austin Peterson's KWOS morning show in Jefferson City, Missouri. So if you're in the Jefferson City, Missouri area, then you may be familiar with my voice. If you're not, welcome. I'm glad to have you. I look forward to seeing what we can build here. I look forward to getting to know you guys. I want you guys to know that as I articulate my perspective on the ideas of personal and economic liberty, I will never intentionally mislead you. I want you to always feel open, feel that you can reach me. I'm very accessible on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram. You can reach me on multiple platforms. If you ever feel that I'm off on something that I speak to you guys about, please contact me. Don't be afraid to voice your criticisms, raise topics, bring topics to my attention that maybe I'm not aware of that you'd like to hear me speak about. I am very accessible, and I am willing to do whatever it takes to make revolution the rule of the day, to revive the spirit that made us great. And that is the goal of this podcast, to revive the ideas of personal and economic liberty upon which this country was founded, and to restore a belief among the American people in those ideas. Because I'm telling you right now, guys, no matter what the government's trying to do right now, the tech companies, all the evil people who want to see this country fail, they will not succeed unless we tear each other apart, and I'm not willing to let that happen. I may be one man, but I am highly motivated, and I will not stop until this mission is completed. I hope that you will join me. I hope that I can earn your trust. I hope that we can build something beautiful. I have a lot of faith in this project. In the spirit of honesty, like I said, I was born with cerebral palsy. I was put on welfare at the age of 18. And as I said, living the life experience of what I have, I feel that I know firsthand how restrictive government can be. The hardships that I have personally faced because I was put on welfare, and how it has made my life with cerebral palsy that much more difficult, because government, regardless of what progressives will tell you, government is never the solution. Government has made my life more difficult because I feel that I cannot work for myself to be able to provide for myself. I feel sort of trapped because I feel that I can't work my way off it. So it's sort of like that, a drug. I can see why it's a drug for some people. That they feel that it's easier to depend on government to be able to take care of them than to want to better themselves. And I've never been one to look to anyone, to help me, but this was just the reality that I've been faced with. Like I said, it was against my will. I harbor, no bitterness towards my parents, but that's what they did for me at the age of 18. But I do feel that it's made life a whole hell of a lot more difficult. And my goal is to be able to be self-sufficient so that I can tell the government to stick it up their ass. And I hope that my life experience, as I share more with you about my perspective on the news and the topics of the day, and try to communicate libertarian ideas, that I would earn your trust, and hopefully being upfront with you now, you understand where I'm coming from, and that I'm honest, and that I have nothing to gain from this other than to help to preserve the ideas which made this country great. I'm not doing this because I'm looking for fame. I'm not doing it because I want to be a rich man. I'm doing it because I love America. I'm doing it because I love all of you. I'm doing it because I believe in the audience that will be built as a result of this podcast. I believe in the American people. And I believe we have strayed from the ideas that have made us great. I believe that we can return, and we must return if we want to survive what the government is trying to throw at us and the challenges of the modern world. We must remember who we are. And so that is the goal of this podcast. I hope that you guys will tune in regularly as I try to figure this out, because I'm new to this. So it is a new territory for me. I hope that you will stick with me, and that there's something that resonates with you guys, because I do believe in the American people. I believe in the American dream. I do believe that without America, the world would be much worse off. And I hope that you guys would just stick with me. I'll never ask you to trust me. Always verify what I say. I'll always try to give you the best information that I can. If I'm wrong, call me out on it. I've always been the kind of person, I'm never afraid to admit when I'm wrong. But you got to be able to prove me wrong. But if you think I'm wrong, tell me so. Like I said, I'm very accessible on Facebook. My Facebook, my Instagram, and my Twitter. My Twitter is FreedomSpirit92. My Facebook is also FreedomSpirit92, and my Instagram is CalebShoemate1776. So if there's any time at all during this podcast, if you listen to an episode and you think, man, he's off, I got to tell him, I got to give him a piece of my mind, feel free to reach out to me. Let's have a conversation. Let's have a dialogue. Let's end this hate towards each other. As long as you're civil, feel free to reach out to me anytime, because we have to be able to rationally communicate with each other and not be at each other's throat all the time, because if we don't, that is what will rip us apart, not an outside force. We will be the ones that seal our own fate, whether it's good or bad. And I hope that you guys will just stick it out with me, and I look forward to hearing from you guys. I look forward to my next episode, and I'm sorry that this is so short, but I'll put a couple links to my work, so that if you want to read some of the work that I've done at the Libertarian Republic, you guys can get a better feel for who I am. And I will see you guys next episode. That's it for the inaugural episode of Revolution's Revival. See you soon.